Hey guys, this is Lovin Meets with Keanu, aka The Gambler. He has been a risk taker since he was 13 years old. He's gone from risking playing cards to high stakes investments in Dubai. Truly a good listen if you're interested in investments.
We'd really love if you can subscribe to the Lovin Meets podcasts wherever you get your podcasts from. Enjoy the show.
Welcome back to Lovin Dubai Show. Today's guest is Keanu, aka The Gambler Aduono, a figure in the world of high-stake investment with a bold, if I want it, I buy it approach. Keanu has made his mark across a range of industries. We're talking real estate to heavy machinery, here to teach us how we can hopefully adopt the same approach. Welcome to the show, Keanu. Thank you so much for being
guys.
here.
I appreciate it.
And welcome to Dubai.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You just got here.
Just got here.
How do you like it so far?
Absolutely amazing. It's stunning. You know, I'm at awe when I look at everything. I've never seen anything like it.
Is it like really drastically different than Canada?
Oh, like night and day. It's truly amazing.
Really? Because I imagine Canada, the cities, maybe Ontario, to have Toronto to have like a cool skyline like Dubai. Am I wrong?
For sure. We definitely have some, but I wouldn't compare it anywhere near this. Like, not even close. The skyscrapers you guys have here tower over what we have. You know, Toronto's beautiful, but I would not say it does not compare to Dubai.
Gotcha.
All right. So they call you the Gambler. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so kind of the gambler kind of thing came from just, I'm a risky guy as it is. Ever since I was younger, I've kind of been heavy into taking little gambles, and I live for adrenaline. And as my story went on, I started getting a little deeper and deeper with how I went with things. And before you know it, every time I would take a risk or I'd buy something, I just wanted to, how do I say it? I wanted to go beyond. I wanted to go where people wouldn't necessarily go. I wanted to do the things that people wouldn't do. And that's kind of where I found almost a niche market to where everybody gets out. That's typically when I'm just starting to get in. I want to get in when the people are starting to get really scared, and that's where I like thrive. That's where I engage, and that's where I become who I am, per se.
So interesting. Can you give us an example of a moment when people are getting scared that you've jumped right in?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there's many times like that for me. Like quick one off the top of my head, let's just say I've had people where, you know, they're looking at, let's say a yacht that's been sunken on the bottom of the ocean, and when people look at that, it's a 200-foot yacht, and they're thinking, how am I going to buy a $10 million yacht, for instance, that how are we going to start with this? How are we going to get it out of the water? How are we going to do all these things? And I've bought that thing with sight unseen and just going for it and not looking back.
Love that. Jealous of that.
Yeah.
Jealous of that.
Taking risks like that, like, I mean, yeah. It has its perks. Definitely. I mean, if you don't take the risk or you don't take the shot, you never know what can happen, right?
Absolutely.
Your motto is, if you want it, I'll buy it. Is that a literal phrase?
Literal. So if I don't want it, I'm not going to buy it. And if you do have me wanting it, chances are I'm going to buy it, and I'll do whatever it takes to get the deal done.
But like, talk to us from like a simple terms approach. We live in Dubai, the city of everything, luxury. There's Lamborghinis on the streets. I want it, but I can't buy it. Yeah. How did you get to the point that you're able to make these extravagant, or tell us about the purchases that you've made?
Oh, the list is very long. However, though, like from how I started, you know, the risk began so early where I used credit cards when I started when I was younger. I maxed out everything. I lived life on the edge. When I was 18 years old, I almost lost my house. I couldn't make payments, but no matter what, I just kept going for the risk. I kept going for it. And before you know it, when I turned 20 years old, I bought my first Lamborghini, and I bought that sight unseen at an auction, same thing. And I just really quickly got engaged to it, and it was almost like having a taste, per se, like of business blood. I just didn't want to let go of it, and before you knew it, I was getting more interested in going bigger and bigger and bigger. And till this day, I try to make every business deal bigger and bigger, ideally.
Do you ever consider the losses before purchasing something this big?
You know what? I definitely do, for sure. But however, that is also, kind of the game of who I am, right? If I don't do it, or if I'm not, thinking about, the risk, it's not going to be fun for me. I like to know the low side as well, because there's also such a high upside to it, right? And even if I do crash on the way down, I promise, typically the way it goes is I'll like an entrepreneur, when they do it, is to jump off a cliff and build an airplane on the way down, right? So if a deal does crash, I'll find my exit strategy for sure, always.
Can we be real about this? Are these investments? Are you buying things that you like? You know what I mean? So like, are you buying, is it risky, but it's investment risk rather than just a life risk?
If I would say it's a little bit of both. Like, it definitely started and stemmed from my love. Like my heavy passion when I was younger was collectible cars and exotics. Like, I always was into that stuff. I like doing repairs. I love learning different things. I like seeing the broken down sides and bringing it to something else. And then as it went on, getting into say the bigger side where, if I'm going to invest in, say like a hotel project or a construction project and private equity, stuff like that, there's definitely an investment side to it. But I would say for sure a lot of it's from the heart, 90% of it, if so.
What would you say is like the biggest or the most impressive like thing that you own right now? What makes people say, wow?
Oof. Well, the issue for me is like, it's not what I own right now, because typically within 24 to 48 hours, it's gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not kept.
My model is I don't hang on to any serial numbers. If I do, I don't have enough money to recoup and go to the next deal. Right?
That's interesting.
So what brings you to Dubai?
The opportunities, the amazing city, the amazing people, of course, and I plan on setting up business here.
And what industries attracts you in Dubai right now? Where do you think there's a lot of money to be made?
Oh, as you see, the commercial real estate here is immense. It's getting so big, and along with the heavy equipment side, the construction side, when I see a building going up, immediately in my mind, I'm going, there's going to be a need for equipment right away, and I can be that guy. Also, with how luxurious of a town this is, private jets, mega yachts, all that stuff, that's where I bring the asset, right? And I plan on coming to all those.
Do you think buying and investing in Dubai's real estate is like considered a risk?
No, definitely not. If you see the infrastructure coming up here and how many people are making the switch to coming this way, if it's, in my theory anyways, it's a no-brainer. It's like, buying a stock. If people are trending that way, you go with it. It's sky rising, right? And it's the same thing, that's what Dubai has going on right now.
How do you stay at the top of your game? You mentioned commercial real estate, you mentioned yachts, you mentioned machinery equipment. How do you stay at the top of your game in terms of getting the best cost in each of these industries and then being able to also get a price when you're entering a new market? Is this the first time you've entered a new market?
No, I've entered new markets lots. Like as I keep venturing out, right now we're currently covering North America. I plan on coming to the Middle East then, and then in the next 3 years I plan on going global as a plan. Now as per like everything else, I would say for sure, it's kind of hard to say really.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it is a tough one.
Like what's in your toolkit? Like in the Lovin Dubai toolkit, we have Twitter. Twitter is our toolkit. Yeah. And our audience interaction. So what's your toolkit?
Oh, my toolkit for sure that way is like, I have the buyers. I have the 1% in my back pocket. They trust me, they know that. If they're looking for something, it's not necessarily typically always the price, right? It's the service, it's the demand, and it's how fast I can turn it over. Whether they're looking to get out of it or they're looking to buy something, I come both ways and I can make it happen in a short period of time. And typically everything that I deal with is top of the line. So everything you get from me is posted by the gambler and it's 100% pure.
What's the biggest loss you've ever made?
Ooh, there's been some hefty ones for sure. I've been to a few auctions where I lost $1 million in 2 minutes.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, for sure, it stings at the end of the day, definitely. But that's part of the game.
So it started with credit cards.
It started with credit cards. Like that's how I borrowed capital to start doing things for sure. And I maxed out 4 of them. And then as soon as I started seeing $1, I do a cash advance again, and then I keep going, borrow cash advance, keep going, and then I got to a point where I could stand on my own feet. It takes a while because especially in Canada, I struggled with the banks being able to help you. So I stood on my own 2 feet for a long time. I'm 27 years old, and I haven't had much help that way. I'm self-made, and it's been a journey for sure, absolutely. But you know what? At the end of the day, if you can take that loss, turn it into a win, or even a learning lesson, like you're 10 steps ahead.
Tell us about your new venture, the venture.
What I got going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much our plan is here to set up in mainland. I plan on expanding also like throughout MENA. In the next probably 6 months, we're going to be getting a location here where we're going to be offering all my services, and I'll be accessible to all the 1% across. And we're planning on hitting the aviation market, the yachts, mega yachts, real estate, private equity, and also heavy equipment. So if you're looking for purchasing, renting, and also where we provide like rental services towards all new builds, that's where we come into play.
So like a lot of different industries at the same time.
All the, how do I say it? All the big ticket ones. The ones that have the higher risk is usually the ones you're going to find me swimming in.
Because they have the most reward?
Definitely.
And why Dubai as your first outpost?
Ooh, that's honestly a very easy one. Dubai is one of the strongest economies that I've found anyways. Between all the connections you make here, I've been here for a couple of days and I've met some of the most amazing people, the most influential people, the strongest people I've probably will know for the rest of my life. And to meet that in such a short period of time speaks numbers, it speaks waves, and it's just only going to get bigger and better. And that's why I chose Dubai, because take a look outside the window.
Right.
You can't find that anywhere in the world.
Do you think it's like Dubai specifically is what's going to be like really worth the risk, or other places in the UAE?
For sure, yeah. Like I'm going to branch out for sure. Like there's going to be other places as well, but right now I plan on setting my heart with Dubai for sure, and slowly working my way out for sure.
It's definitely the land of opportunity, so...
Definitely, right? And as you see, it's a lot of these guys that build all these buildings, they're big risk takers too, right? Yeah. So better surround yourself with people like that, because that's how you grow.
True. Have you ever heard of Emirates Auction?
I have, yep.
Do you see, so one of the questions like, what unique opportunities have you discovered, but have you looked into Emirates Auction? Is there value there?
Oh, for sure. There's definitely value there, absolutely. And once we get like the main land set up here, I'll be headed there for sure.
Do you know Emirates Auction?
Yeah,
it's I only like looked at it for real estate like a couple of months ago, and then I compared the price on Beirut to what you got at Emirates Auction. I'm like, but you need to pay cash.
Yes.
It's the problem. So if anyone wants to,
so that's the thing with auctions, right? And I deal with them quite a bit for a lot of stuff, right? And you have to have cash for it all. It's either that, or you can have like borrowing power from your bank line of credit and stuff like that. But most of the time, your advantage is if you have cash on those, you can get a lot of deals. That's how you can close quick on them.
Is there a specific industry that you think is like not worth the risk?
Good question. Definitely not the ones that I'm talking about for sure, because those ones I'm hitting hard. But like, I would say the smaller stuff, like, how would I say, like consumer products per se, like the smaller stuff, where people are looking for, let's say, Sea-Doos or jet skis or smaller boats and stuff like that. There's too much demand for, there's a lot of demand for it, but there's way too many people supplying it. So if you get too many people interested in over time, it's just gonna bring the price down, right? It's too many people, it's flooding the market per se, and that's where kind of I stay away from it, because I want to be in a niche market and I want to be in the one that I can dominate.
You're 27, you've built up a business, you're bringing it to the UAE, where we have, I believe, a nation of hustlers. We have a driven mindset.
Yep.
Before you leave us, can you let us know, is it an easy journey? And do you have advice for someone right now watching the show who thinks, if I can get the capital, I can follow you? Do you have advice for that person? Yeah,
for sure. You know what? The biggest thing I would say, regardless of how it works, is don't always follow the money. Like, you got to make sure your heart's in it, because everybody knows in business, it's per se, it's a gamble. And if your heart's not in it, and if you don't have the drive, and if you can't take that loss and keep moving forward, find what genuinely keeps you up at night, keeps that pit turning in your stomach. If you have all those things, you're halfway there. And the rest, just don't give up. No matter what it is. I can say that there's been days, when I was younger, where I would want to give up. But if you don't, I promise you the world it's your oyster, and you can make the best of it. And I would definitely say that I'm definitely doing that now.
A brave man, Keanu, the gambler. Welcome to Dubai. We really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me, guys.
We definitely feel inspired now.
Absolutely. Thank you, Farah.
Thank you.
That brings us to the end of the show. And thank you, everyone, for my birthday cake and the video on the screen. It was really cute. That brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show this morning. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Bye.